Hey YouTube, welcome to another video from SkinnyMedic. So I have an after action report video for you. This was going to be some still images with a little bit of story time to kind of set the narrative, and let's talk about the treatments and plan of action for this patient. As most of you guys are aware, YouTube really does not like these after action reports, but you guys do. So I appreciate Sonoran Desert Institute for the sponsor of this video. They make online courses for the firearm industry. They're college accredited. So I appreciate their support for sponsoring this video. I'll put a link down below for you to go check them out if you're interested. Alright, I'm going to read the scenario to you, get you set up. I'm going to throw some graphics up here for you so you can kind of get in the mood a little bit. So you have a gentleman who is working on a racing boat. It's on a trailer and he goes to step over a compartment. He's a 30-year-old male. Steps over the compartment, what's he get cut on? A protruding mount on the boat caught the lateral aspect of his right lower leg. Okay, so something protruding out, something sticking out, cuts his leg, and you're there. You get to help him. So this presents a few problems that I can think of in my head, is the fact you have a boat on a trailer that's up in the air. So how do I get him off? Things like that. You have an injured patient. So let's go through it. First of all, Scene Safe PSI. We'll do a little Scene Safe PSI dance. So put some gloves on. The scene is safe. Make sure the trailer boat's not going to move on you as you go to get up in there. It says that our patient is alert, which is a good thing. Means that he has probably not lost that much blood if he's able to mentally be awake, alert, and oriented, things like that. So that is a good sign. And that he didn't get knocked out. So he didn't hit his head. And when you do a quick exam, quick head-to-toe exam, this appears to be his only injury. So make sure his airway is patent. He can talk to you. Make sure his breathing is good. And let's take a look at circulation. And so we have an isolated injury here. It doesn't appear like there's a whole lot of blood here. So you can put direct pressure, control it with that. And then if you have combat gauze, which is what they used here, I'll show a picture of it. You can apply combat gauze to this, put a pressure bandage on it, good to go. Don't think necessarily this one needs a tourniquet, so good solid direct pressure, some combat gauze, C-locks, hemostatic agent if you have it, but a good solid direct pressure would absolutely take care of this one. Alright, so you've gotten to your patient, you made patient contact, we see there's not a lot of blood, he's alert, you've done your exam. Here's the other twist to the story is that he's 4 feet down into an engine compartment, and the boat itself is about 10 to 12 feet above you off the ground for the trailer and things like that. So how do you get this guy out? Well, ABCs. Ambulate before carry. Okay, every cop knows that one. But seriously though, like if this guy can't move, that's a big deal. I think about like the halo harness would be something you could do. Tie a quick harness around and it gives you some leverage to help pick him up. You could do like a soft litter is another option to help pick him up, things like that. Hopefully he's able to stand up and kind of help himself. So you don't have to manhandle him out of the 4-foot engine compartment, because there's probably not a lot of room down in the engine compartment to put a backboard, a scoop stretcher, Stokes basket, something like that. So I think something small, lightweight to pick him up. Now once you get him on the boat, I would assume there's more room to work. So if you needed to do like a Stokes basket or a backboard, something like that to help get him down just for patient movement, I think that's an option. But if you did the hasty harness, then once you pick him up out of the 4-foot compartment, then you could lower him down to 10 or 12 feet. So it's a big deal. Like that's a pretty cool scenario to think about. All right, so the patient care aspect, pretty straightforward, pretty easy. But the patient extrication part gets a little more complicated. So the story doesn't say whether or not he's ambulatory, things like that. So just to make it difficult, I would say he's not ambulatory. So what are some of y'all's thoughts? Comment down below. Let me know your ideas of how to get a patient up 4 feet and then down 10 to 12 feet. What's the ways you guys can think about? Hope this video helps. You never know when you'll be the first responder. Remember, you need the right gear and the right training.